Welcome back, people, to the PM Hour.
Oh, yeah,
We want to talk about this one coming up. I think y'all going to... Okay, you know what? Let's just get into it. I can't wait. I'm Patrick.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Terry.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the melanin, y'all. This is your boy, Gary.
Mm-hmm. So, little boys being raped. Racism.
This boy.
How you start off, right? How you start off with that, right?
Show like that. Like,
My
Catholic
God.
Church
My
and
God.
princely robes. So we're talking about the Catholic Church in case y'all ain't
this boy's crazy.
think about what I'm trying to get into. So there's been a lot of news recently about what's going on, you know what I'm saying, with the Catholic Church, not only over here in America, but over in Europe and everything going on with the Vatican. Okay, but you know, the main point of subject is about here, the first appointed cardinal in America of one Wilton Gregory.
Dumbass.
And Wilton, now he got an interview with what is it?
Al Roker.
Al Roker and everything, talking about racism within the church, within the Catholic Church. And I find it funny because, okay, well, first of all, you should know that it is the first black cardinal to ever got that position, and that was last year, 2020, first one.
Yeah.
And religion and spirituality is supposed to be fair and inclusive, and they're supposed to know. They're trying to lead our spiritual character.
Right.
But now they're just now implementing.
But it's an exclusive club.
Yeah, it's an exclusive club, and they want to reach black people, and they get these one or two black people in there so they can lead black people. Like, okay, we're just a monolith. They treat it like we're just a monolith. What, you just get one and you got the whole black people. Sorry, it's not that easy, you know.
Right.
And he was asked about this. Gregory, he sees ongoing racial unrest as a reminder that in spite of all that we've been able to accomplish, the issue is still there. You know, one of the best solutions to the society's tension, he added, was we have to listen to each other. Dialogue demands both motions. You have to say what's in your heart, but then you have to say now what's in your heart with the real intent of hearing what another says. Okay, let's get it from his own words. Let's see what he has to say.
Do you think the fact that we finally have an African-American cardinal is somewhat overdue?
When a moment occurs like this, the reaction of a lot of people is, why did it take so long? Well, it took so long because we're still grappling with racism and with exclusion. That's still a part of the world in which we live.
I'm curious, in your journey through the priesthood, have you had to deal with racism?
Oh, sure. I don't know of any African American who hasn't tasted the bitter cup of discrimination. With faith.
Disgusting. I'm sorry. I had to
Agreed.
Yeah,
100.
I had
Agreed.
to start first, you guys. It's
Agreed.
just like, could you guys tell the fucking difference of who was talking?
Man.
Nah,
'Cause
man,
to
I don't
me-
know if it's the white guy.
Thank you, like,
Wait,
who the fuck
Al
was-
Roker sounds blacker than he do.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God, did people see that? Al Roker.
It's like, who the fuck was black and who the fuck was white? Like, what the fuck
Al
was
Roker
going on
sound
in
more
that
black
damn
than he do.
conversation?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
'cause they're both
Wilton Gregory.
Fuck me, you guys. Like, goodness. That whole fucking conversation to me, like, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. That damn... what the fuck was it? Is it a police? My damn fucking tongue is so tight right now. I don't even know what the fuck to call the man. Like, ugh. And he's supposed to be speaking for us black people. That bitch ain't speaking for me. I'm not even a fucking Catholic. I don't even believe in fucking Catholics because I believe they're all fucking pedophiles.
Ooh.
I don't give a fuck.
That part.
We all see all the
Okay.
motherfuckers on the news. They rapists from boys to girls and shit. Them motherfuckers might even be raping my motherfucking mama dog right now. I don't know what the fuck they do. And he comes on here talking that bullshit. We all sip from the cup. Bitch, what cup? You ain't sipping
My
from my
cup.
cup, bitch. I won't even give your ass a spoon of motherfucking water. Like,
But look-
come on now. Like, that's some bullshit.
But look, you know what I'm saying? They went on to say, while many Catholics may be surprised that there were no black American cardinals before 2020, Gregory understands the reason. And this is what he says. When a moment occurs like this, the reaction of a lot of people is, why did it take so long? He told Al Roker in the interview, well, it took so long because we're still grappling with racism and with exclusion. That's still a part of the world in which we live. Okay, that's putting it mildly, you know, and generally, you know. Okay, you could say that if you want to. But with this going on right now, there's also something going on overseas, as far as the Vatican, the superior high courts of these whole Catholic, denominations, which is the Pope and everybody on them is the Cardinal. Okay, and then there's a situation going on over there with Sarah, with another Cardinal, and he's stepping down. And this is significant because the cardinal that's stepping down is a black cardinal.
He was also a black man stepping down internationally.
So at the same time,
so what's the difference with that black man stepping down internationally and then this black?
I think there's a parallel there. Because at the moment there's one black one stepping down in the Vatican. They're promoting this one over here.
Kind of interesting. Would you think both things are simultaneous?
I think so. I think it's there. And this is Cardinal Robert Serra, right? So he's stepping down. And apart from openly disagreeing with Francis on a number of theological issues, which is they're claiming this is one of the reasons why he's stepping down, Sarah was involved in an embarrassing episode last year over a book in defense of celibacy that he said was jointly written by former Pope Benedict. People remember Pope Benedict. There was a whole time issue that was going on with it, and it was over the news. Me, myself, I don't quite fully remember, but I remember Pope Benedict, and it was all over the place. Just day before his publication, Benedict said he wanted his name removed from the cover because he had made only minor contributions to the book that was written that brought up a lot of controversy. So, is that you have this black man stepping down, and I think it's more than that. Call me conspiracy theorist if you want to, but the Vatican, they're kind of a really secret society, like my sister says. And this man, if people remember, when the new pope that we have, he was running a couple of years, in our lifetime, he was running a couple of years ago. This black man was one of the front runners to be the next pope.
Yeah, he almost was.
He didn't win. He almost won. He was right there.
Of the last one before Pope Francis got in. Yeah,
before Pope Francis got in. You know what I'm saying? He was right there. If Francis didn't win, he would have won. People were saying this, and guess what? It was around the same time Barack Obama got elected the first time. It's coming back to me right now. It's around the same time.
I remember.
Not only was going to have an American black president, but it was going to first black pope. Well, okay. If those know the history, there's been black popes before in Roman times, but let's stop it there. There's black Roman generals and all that, but the history like to make it seem like black people are just getting now involved. That's another story. But anyways, here we have, and then so Obama was running, becoming president. He was about to be the pope. Now we have fast forward to today. This man is stepping down, and they're trying to propagate, this other one in America becoming a cardinal for the first time. It seemed like there's something there.
Call it conspiracy theory if you want
Call it conspiracy theory if you want, but it's happening at the same time, and it's almost quiet and covert,
Yes.
I mean, I guess what the question is for me, where I'm trying to really come at, if we could really bust this conversation open, is the idea is, what are you trying to say is the actual conspiracy? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sit here and I'm going to play devil's advocate, and I'm not here in a defense mode, right? But the idea is this. I already understand that there is definitely a significant effort in trying to block out black people's presence and definitely in when religion comes in, right? You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of shifted from that. That's why I kind of feel like when it comes to religion, it's kind of really hard for, like, the funny thing is that black people can get the spiritual sense when it comes from the Bible and how it talks about black people, but they can't really understand the stories and the connection. You feel what I'm saying? So they go by what these preachers and what the preachers say. Yeah. But if you could already understand that them black people don't want you to just go all together, why they don't try to further out the story? So my point in saying this is this: if there is a conspiracy effort, like you're saying, especially when it comes between these two, because you say it's like, simultaneous, then what is that right now?
I'll tell you,
having a pope and having because the guy that's head of the Washington part, you know what I'm saying, is not to say that he would be in line to become a pope maybe later in life, but he's definitely the whole cardinal of the United States. So then it's like, what
there's
really
more than one cardinals, and he's one of the cardinals. Okay, it's conspiracy, so-called conspiracy. I said it because it's not really conspiracy. It's just the same system of control over black people is there.
Absolutely.
Where as far as they get in Hollywood, you get that one token there for any black people who's watching or paying attention to it, that we feel like we're included. If any black people decide to be Catholic as opposed to Christian, that one example is there. As far as Christian too, the same example as far as what Prince Harry married Meghan Merkel, this black woman, whatever, I'm getting the names right. Am I getting the names right?
Yeah.
Whatever, who they are, for the same reason, to make it seem that black people are included in the royal family and that we're there too. Same system of control. You were trying to integrate into us. we will lead you into the right type of thinking. They're trying to, control our minds and our, character and our every which way we're supposed to live in the society. Religion is definitely a part. Catholicism is very vast and, pervasive. So yes, if black people any consider that, same with Islam. Same thing with Islam.
Yeah.
But don't think of anything that you should be doing yourself. It's those things. It's the same system of
Do
control.
any
as
of
far
you
as
guys
that.
know any Catholics? Do you know any Catholics?
No, I
Black
ain't
people
trying
that
to.
are
Black
Catholics?
No, I don't. But there's a lot of black people in South America, and Catholicism is very pervasive more than Christianity in South America. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of Spanish people practice Catholicism more than do actual Christianity, right? You get line into the same thing, kind of.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more Catholicism, but there's a lot of black people in South America, so they have their control in different places. Just like Islam is pervasive in certain ways in a lot of regions that black people are too. Same thing. Christianity, Islam, Catholicism. Yeah. We know a lot of Christians.
Yeah.
And Baptists.
Yeah,
Well, you know what?
Christians,
But then again,
it's a
well,
lot
can we
of
say?
people moving away from religion? So
Well,
that's why it's like,
and you see.
I mean,
let's talk about that.
Well, you know what? That was
that's
what.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
go
It's
ahead.
like you don't really.
I'm glad she said that.
Religion is strong, but I think why the story is interesting. But I think it's even more interesting because it took off, but it didn't grip because a lot of young people, especially when we always like to talk about the diaspora and just the different issues inside, and religion is one of the main issues, but religion is a main issue because we see the corruption in it. I think everything that we're talking about now is basically talking about the corruption, racism in everything. We already know because that's the topic that we talk about all the time. And there is corruption in this, and we see that. So not only are we moving away from that, but we call things out like that.
Absolutely, when you know it doesn't vibe up.
So,
what
but
we're
it's
with.
a huge thing where we're like, okay, this is not, this is not something that is. It has a stronghold, but it's something that we're aware of. You could open your eyes and go, okay, how could we move away from this?
Yeah,
right?
we understand there's a different meaning to on our spiritual sense. We're getting away from the religion.
It's not. It has
religion
a stronghold, right?
Yeah.
Historically, but 10 years ago, this wouldn't be a strong topic, right? You wouldn't be able to talk about this and have so many people in agreement.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because religion is like you don't question that. Now you have less and less people being religious. Younger people don't even go to church, or church is not even a thing.
Or not
It's
even
more
that, but
about being
or they even
spiritual,
ask questions.
More about being spiritual, yes.
Yes.
it's more about being spiritual, but spiritual doesn't mean that you're tethered to a specific religion.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, I don't know. I think that's like the start of, these stories are important, and we do continuously need to talk about that and highlight things like this. But we also need to still acknowledge that religion is becoming less and less important. As
As
far
it
as
should.
Well, you know what the thing is this. I feel like what I come up this new cardinal that came that came into DC that they put in the story, the video we just played. I think they find this cat at the woodworks. I think that's exactly what it is. I don't think this guy came from anywhere. Wilton Gregory. I think this guy came from nowhere because. Because honestly, right? No one ever heard of this guy before. No one ever seen this guy. He came from nowhere. They just found the very first black cardinal anywhere and put him in, right? Because they want to have this quote sense of what is called the diversity, just in the quote. But let's check out that other brother. Did we say Robert Sarah, the one that left, right? I want to kind of take the spin off of that and also to include what my sister was saying, because the idea is this: especially with black people. I can't speak for no other races, man. This is the PM hour, and this is a black thing. So one thing I want to get y'all to get, we are also understanding that there is a difference. There is a difference that comes to religion now. We starting to understand that we are wanting to be more connected to our spirituality than what it is to some type of religion based thing that comes from like a text that a lot of these people can't even really divert to you. And you're going off more of their experience than what really is written in the book. You're more hearing about them. So then the thing is this: there is definitely an equation that us black folks now are definitely have to deal with. Like we said, we could bring this to a social issue. How many times do we see again and again? We see so many black churches. There was a brother over here in Chicago I want to talk about. He started a fight right in the church. I want to shoot him out right now. Hopefully when I get his name, y'all know what it is. Y'all take his name. He started a fight right in the church because he saw a pastor come
good
walk
reason.
in the church and gonna ask these people for $1,000
I
right
read
when they
that
were in
same
the
brother,
recession.
yes.
They ain't even got no homes,
For good
and he
reason.
walked right in the church and asked every single parishioner up in there, asked them for
Pulled up in a Rolls
$1,000.
Royce
And
and
there was
passed it
one
in.
brother that was not having it, and it was a brother. He was a black man. He was a brother, and he was 100. When I get his name, I'm gonna say his name on our podcast because he was for real. But this brother stepped up and he started a fight in the whole thing because he was not having it. So this is the type of things that we're saying. It's all coming in together, and we all understand that as black people, it is some kind of awakening. I'm not going to say that it is revolutionary, and I'm not saying it's big. Y'all check it out. It's out in the news. Anyone can show research right now. It's an article. He was out in Chicago.
But
That's
I
all I
know
remember.
Pastor
Chicago.
is
But
touching
the
it,
thing
brother.
is this.
People with
But the thing is this. I'm not saying, like I said, it's
mistresses
much
and
as the
churches
awakening,
and
but there is something that's going on with us in our diaspora.
Yeah.
It's something going on
Yes,
with
it
black
is.
people, and we understand that we, in the whole aspect of everything in society, what goes on, and that includes religion, we understand there's an awakening, man, and we are not trying to go through this
Yeah.
no more. So even some of these cardinals
Yeah.
see it. That's why I brought it up, because even some of these cardinals see it. And this brother, Robert Sarah, that had to get out of the car, he even kind of understood that there's something that's not being done right, man, and we all kind of have to understand that as going forward, we have to make our decisions, man. We can't allow no one to make these decisions
Right.
for us.
It's
Pastor,
it's so
rabbi.
it depends on us at the end of the day.
Rabbi,
The
It
pastor
depends on
was
us at the
black?
end of the
Was
day.
the pastor black?
Yeah, the pastor was
Also-
black.
Pastor was
You know what I'm saying?
black.
But let's touch on, brother brought up, it was crazy, yeah, because this definitely included in that. The pastor that was black in his church, what I'm saying? Basically a mega church in one of the South regions, and a black
No,
man
it was
in
in
there.
Chicago.
It was in Chicago. Okay, northwest, in the west. So, there's a parishioner, somebody was in there that found some umbrage with everything that was going on because they was asking for $1,000 donations, and where the people around the surrounding areas is poor, and this reverend pastor, whatever you want to call him, pulled up in a Rolls Royce while everybody else is poor, and then that was what triggered the black man that was in the church. The final straw for him was that, okay, during the service, he said, okay, if you don't have $1,000, give 300, and if you don't have it on you right now, we got ATMs in the outside door. Just go to ATM, pull out $300 and give that. That was it for him. So he just got angry and said in the church and just started fighting. And I'm forgetting this, And the brother, when the news was talking to him, everything he was said was on point. I felt him 100%. Nah. Everybody poor around here. You want to ask people for $1,000 and we ain't got it, and you pull up in a Rolls Royce. I mean, hey, I have no complaints with what the brother was saying.
Right.
So it goes into it. We're at this point. We're not playing this no more. We're even our own people.
Yeah.
Our own people are manipulating us in this way in religion. And
Yeah.
where's the pastor?
Oh, I'm sorry, Detroit. It was in Detroit, man.
Detroit.
His name is Jackson, man. The brother named Jackson. But the long story we talking about, y'all know what it is. Y'all can go ahead and research it. He's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Last name
Jackson from Detroit.
But
Yeah. So we just go in and look. We can go on and on about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We get to religion. It's a touchy subject, and a lot of y'all out there, whatever your faith is. Okay, well then just you say your gripe, make our comments, and we'll get at you and see what it is.
Be aware.
So
be
it is,
aware of your
but whatever,
situation.
Open your
it's about our
eyes, yeah.
diaspora at the end of the day, it's above all that. If we're going to do what we're going to do, we cannot fall for the same bullshit that we've been playing on us for so long.
Yeah,
Share.
exactly.
We can't
Share.
keep falling
Yep.
for the same shit.
Comment, share, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all
Yep.
know.
And watch out for your pastor.